Yo, what is going on, ladies and gents? It's your boy Lampsey back again with another video, and today I'm super hyped to bring you guys this. It is my predictions for the first team of the week going into FIFA 19. Now, obviously guys, everyone gets so hyped about the first couple of team of the weeks that come in just because everyone is after those special cards. We want to know who's meta. We just really want to get our hands on something decent to strengthen our squads earlier on in the FIFA. But guys, just before I do go over everything, I just want to let you know that I grabbed everyone's gold card and then upgraded them to the way that FIFA usually do. So all these cards up on the screen is going to be ones that we're going to be really looking at, and they're going to be really similar if they do get it. But nonetheless guys, if you do like it, please give it a like and leave a comment if I've missed anyone out, or let me know what you guys think. So let's get cracking. Now the first goalkeeper that I think will be in the team of the week will be Sepe. Now he's obviously the goalkeeper for Parma, who have actually just come up from Serie B last season. It's actually really good to see them back, but you know, Parma had beaten Inter Milan out of all teams 1-0, and Sepe had made 8 saves. Now, a clean sheet and 8 saves is absolutely phenomenal, especially against an absolute quality opposition like Inter Milan. It's phenomenal, and I really believe that Sepe should be the man to be in the team of the week this week. Now, moving over to the defenders as well. Now, this one's a little bit tricky because usually when defenders get in the team of the week, they got to keep clean sheets as well. But to be fair, all the ones that had scored or made multiple assists actually conceded as well. So I think FIFA actually might make a little bit of an exception this week. So let's just get started. So the first one is we got Pepe. Now obviously he scored a goal in a 2-1 win against Sport over the weekend, and we've got Chris Smalling, who also scored in a 2-1 win as well. But this one's a lot more in bigger prospect because they played Watford, who Watford hadn't lost a game yet, and obviously Man United really needed a win, and to get that away from home, a big performance like Smalling did was absolutely phenomenal. So I definitely think he'll get the inform. And then we've also got Diallo of Borussia Dortmund as well, who scored in a 3-1 win as well. Now, hopefully Smalling and Diallo will get the informs if I got to pick 2 out of the 3, because Diallo would be great for hybrid teams. And then we've also got Smalling. We all know what Smalling's informs would be like. So, to be fair, those are the defenders that I've picked. Alright guys, now moving over to the midfielders here. Now this one is a little bit harder for me to get my hands around this one because a lot of players who scored this week were playing over on the wings. Now, playing centrally and scoring multiple goals is a little bit of a task, but these are the players that I thought actually may have a chance. Now the first one is Parolo. Now he scored the one and only goal. So in the 1-0 win against Empoli away on the weekend. Now obviously Parolo would be an absolute fantastic card, as you can see. Those stats would be pretty damn close, and gee whiz, wouldn't that card go for a lot when that team of the week gets extinct. So I think Parolo would be in a good chance, I think, because, you know, scoring the only goal in a game, playing in a central defensive midfielding spot would be great. But to be fair, you know, I think EA got to be a little bit slighter on this one. But now moving over to the next one. Now, like what I sort of mentioned before, now EA really like to give a big game an inform. Now obviously the biggest game on the weekend probably would have been Liverpool versus Tottenham. Obviously Liverpool coming away as the winners 2-1. Now Wijnaldum opened the scoring, but Wijnaldum was just instrumental throughout the whole game. You know, he was chasing down, he was defending really well, he's got up the pitch a lot, his work rates were fantastic, and obviously that was rewarded with a goal. But to be fair, if he gets an inform, 85 rated, it's going to be phenomenal. He's going to sit in the midfield really well, and a lot of Premier League FIFA players are going to try and get their hands on him really early. Now, next one here is we got Ryan Fraser. Now, if he doesn't get in, that's probably the biggest letdown of the whole team of the week. I know he plays for Bournemouth, that's why I'm going to be really disappointed, because a big game performance like Ryan Fraser was fantastic. Now, he scored 2 goals and got 1 assist in a 4-2 win over Leicester. Now, obviously, Leicester were probably more likely of winning the game. Now, Bournemouth obviously don't have the reputation as, you know, like a Liverpool or whatever, but to be fair, Ryan Fraser had an absolute gem of a game playing over the left midfielding spot. I think he really does deserve an inform. Whether he does get on the starting, then he should definitely get on the bench reserves. Like, please FIFA, give him, you know, an inform. He really does deserve it, because, like, you know, 2 goals and 1 assist, it doesn't come by all that much. Now moving over to the attackers, guys. Now I reckon 3 of 4 of these will most likely get into this week's team of the week. Now the only controversial one that will get in will probably be the first one here that I've got, is Chucky Lozano. Now he scored 2 goals in an absolute thrashing 7-0 win against Den Haag on the weekend. There's a lot of debate whether him or Pereiro will get in this week. I know Pereiro scored 2 penalties as well, but I'll go into that a little bit decent. But we all know what Chucky Lozano's card will be like. And like, for that inform to come out first week of FIFA, God help us all. Like, seriously, everyone's going to want to try and get their hands on Chucky. So moving over to the next one is obviously Eden Hazard. Now obviously he's an absolute gem. He scored a hat-trick on the weekend against Cardiff. I know it is against Cardiff, but Cardiff made us work, especially in the first half an hour of the game. You wouldn't have thought that Chelsea were 1-0 down at the start of the game, but he's an absolute gem, guys. Everyone knows how good Eden Hazard is. He's playing out of his skin at the moment. He's in red-hot form, and no one is stopping him. So there's going to be a lot of more informs to come from Eden. Now, moving over to the next one is Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, of course, he would come up big in a big game when we knew that, you know, he hadn't scored, and then we've got FIFA coming out next week, and then he's probably thinking, oh, let's get him team of the week first week. So Ronaldo, he scored 2 goals in a 2-1 win, ended his goal drought. He's going to be absolutely ridiculous because he's going to be most likely in the ones to watch. So that means his card is going to be non-existent in FIFA until, you know, 2 weeks have gone by. So you got, you know, the inform card as soon as the game comes out, and then once that's out, then we're going to have the ones to watch come out. So then that's going to be ultimately upgraded straight from the start. So Ronaldo's going to be set at 95 to start really for a while. So he's going to be a gem to hold on to if you can pack him. And we've also got German lover Timo Werner. Now obviously everyone loves Timo. He's great for Bundesliga, you know, teams, German teams. He's great. He's a lot of people's favourite because he's so pacey, he can shoot. But he scored 2 goals in a 3-2 win over Hanover on the weekend, so it should be well deserved, and it would be absolutely sick to start off FIFA with an informed Timo Werner. Now moving over to the bench now, guys. Now I didn't do any reserves, so this is probably where a lot of controversial decisions are going to be thrown at me. But to be honest, the first one we've got is Hulk. Now he finished with 1 goal and 1 assist with the man of the match performance for Shanghai on the weekend. I think it's fantastic. Obviously, everyone knows what Hulk's like. If you're an OG FIFA player like I am, you'd be super duper excited to start off the game with an inform Hulk. So I think it'd be absolutely sick for Hulk to get the first inform this week. And we've also got Florian Thauvin, who scored 2 goals in a 4-0 win against Guingamp on the weekend. Obviously, everyone knows Thauvin. His upgraded player is going to be absolutely sick. I think he's going to be really, really good in this FIFA. He's going to be 85 rated if he gets this inform, 84 on the standard card. Then we've also got Gary Rodriguez, who scored 2 goals in a 4-1 win over Kazım in the Turkish League over the weekend. So another good player who scored quite a number of goals. So that'd be really interesting because he's really electric, especially with his pace. And then we've also got Sancho, the English boy, who actually came off the bench in the 58th minute and assisted 2 goals to help Borussia Dortmund to win the game. So I think that's really well deserved because I don't think these players sort of get, you know, get a lot of credit, especially when assists. I really love a good assist. So if Sancho gets in, it'd be great, especially for hybrids into the Premier League as well. Now moving over to the last 3 on the bench. Now we've got Pepe, who scored 3 goals in a 3-2 win against Amiens on the weekend. I know 2 of those goals were penalties, but to be fair, a hat-trick's a hat-trick, guys, and if the ball's in the back of the net, it's in the back of the net. So I definitely think he's going to get an inform this week. And we've also got Marko Arnautovic, who scored 1 goal and 1 assist against Everton on the weekend, a 3-1 win. Now, especially because Everton away at the Toffees is really hard to come by. Away, it's fantastic, and they hadn't won a game yet, so Arnautovic has come up big. And then we've also got Defrel, who scored 2 goals in a 5-0 win against Frizone on the weekend as well. So, nonetheless, guys, that is the team. I've also got some honourable mentions here. Now, this one here is we've got Oscar, who scored 2 goals for Shanghai as well. Now, that's the debate at the moment, whether it's going to be Oscar, whether it's going to be Hulk. I don't know how many, you know, informs EA are going to give, you know, Chinese Super League players, but you know, the man of the match performance is the man of the match performance. I know Oscar scored 2 goals, but I think Hulk would be the guy because he got the man of the match. The next one is Pereira, that I briefly mentioned over before. He did score 2 goals, but he also got 1 assist against Den Haag in that 7-0 win as well. But those 2 goals did come from penalties. That's why I think Chucky Lozano will probably be more likely to get it because he was on, you know, coming from open play. Then we've also got Yarmolenko, who also scored 2 goals in that win against Everton. That's basically the debate at the moment, whether it'll be Marko Arnautovic or if it'll be Yarmolenko. And the last one we've got here is Edinson Cavani, who scored 1 goal and got 1 assist against Saint Etienne in a 4-0 victory in the weekend. But that is all, guys, for me. Let me know what you guys think. I'm super duper pumped to see what this week's team of the week, how many I got right. Let me know if I've missed any players that you guys reckon that'll get informs. I know I've left out a few, but nonetheless, guys, if you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a like, please do subscribe, and I shall see you guys on the next video. Peace out.